Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is really true, is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Guys, everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, 32 years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, 32 years later, I can honestly say now I'm a smartass. And yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. Guys, I'm saying all that to say this, we've all had the roughest few years of our lives, right, all over the world, and everyone out there has lost someone special to them, including myself, and a lot through addiction. So I'm here to tell everyone that someone's listening. I'm a recovery coach. I'm a nutritional health coach. All my services to you are free. Please reach out. If you think my book can help someone, because I do, you can go to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, BAM, it's everywhere. You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com, and please subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel. And guys, listen, if you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please, please reach out to me about that as well. I'm here to help you. So, I want to give a shout out to one of my sponsors today, okay? This is very important because SOS, the number 4 Life, SOS for Life, all their proceeds go to help children in need, no matter what that need is, okay? So they're having their second annual benefit event. Christmas Feels Like Home. It's going to be held at the Vinyl Lab in Nashville, December 9th. The website is www.christmasfeelslikeHome.com and www.sosforlife, the number 4.org. Guys, please, please, please check them out. Even if you have $1, $5, $10, whatever you can afford, please donate to them, okay? Every single penny, I know them personally, so I can vouch for them. Every single penny goes to help children in need, okay? Thank you so much. So, guys, I bring it, right? Well, I am bringing it again. I brought it earlier with 2 incredible guests, right? Wolf Milestone and Bo Haas. Yes, 2 incredible award-winning country singers. And, guys, I'm here to bring it again, baby. Right here, this guy, what a legend. Everybody say hello to Mr. Ken Brady. How are you?
I'm fine. I appreciate you so much to have me on this show again. I've had so much fun here. It's unbelievable. And, of course, Geri reaches out to everybody. She's always got her hand there for you if you need help. Get a hold of Geri because she's such a great gal. And, of course, Bob, the producer,
Bill.
Bill, yeah, Bill. He's a great guy, too. We just don't know what his name is. But anyway, tell your people, tell everybody you know about this show, and get them all on there, because she comes on with some really, 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 truly interesting guests. You can get an education of things that you didn't know about, and things. So she brings it on. She's my girl.
Well, this is my guy, okay? Mr. Ken Brady is a legend, all right? I'm going to let him properly tell you about the group, but I just have to say this. He's from the Casinos, okay? The song, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye. Imagine him sitting here with me, right? at our new studio, Hamilton Radio, the Geri Petito Show. I am so honored. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
All right?
Geri.
So I want you to tell everybody a little bit about your journey, and then we'll play a few songs.
Well, a lot of people get confused when you say the casinos. They ask me, which casino do you belong to?
Hold it. I have to interrupt you now. He's talking about me. Okay? He's talking about me because you're talking about different casinos groups.
No, casinos, gambling places where you go to, they think I work in one of them.
Okay, so I ran a poker league in Mercer County. I am a poker dealer, right? And I had a poker league, Ms. Nine Poker, for years. This guy calls me up. Pablo, our buddy, we love you, Pablo, gave him my number without telling me. Calls me up and tells me he's Ken Brady from the casinos, and I said, what casino?
That's exactly right.
Okay, that's the truth. Now continue your story. And then he sang the song to me, honey, and that was the end of it. Go ahead.
My group was called the Casinos, and the Casinos had a hit record back in 1967 called "Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye," which is now have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we're real proud of that. I'm the only one of my group left. They're all deceased now. And what I do is I do my single act, and I go out to keep the legacy of this wonderful group that I was affiliated with and had the honor and so proud to be able to sing with them. I'd like everybody to remember it and things of that sort. So we're gonna do that song for you today, or play it for you. And if you remember it, please let me know. If you don't, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. But anyway, it's a beautiful song. A lot of people use it for their very first dance in their weddings to with their husbands. And I always, I like to tell my audience, if you kissed me for 1,000,000 years, what in the world would I look like?
But wait, I don't want to play it yet. I want you to talk a little bit more about the song, okay? When it was written, who wrote it? I mean, like everything.
Okay, well, it was written by John D. Laudermilk, and John was a very, very good writer of songs. He wrote so many, it's unreal. But he tried to make a hit out of this song, and it didn't do anything for him. But the Casinos got a hold of it, and it soared like overnight to number 6, stayed there 10 weeks, and the 10th week we was there, knocked the Beatles out of first place.
That's crazy.
So, but anyway, it's a beautiful song. The words are just amazing and stuff. So, the song goes. It just tells a true story in what you would think in love, if that makes any sense.
It makes sense. I have a question about the song, and I don't think I've ever asked you this before. Did you guys have any input on the words, or you just let them just run with it?
No, we didn't have any input at all. It was a song that was written, and John tried to make and when the Casinos got a hold of it, it worked. It worked real good. And of course, back in those days, we was a very clean-cut group. We kind of changed the dress style. You know, everybody was in jeans and things of that sort, doing their 60s rock and roll thing. And we came in black tuxedos and white shirts and little skinny ties. And so we was known as the clean-cut kids back in that
So,
time.
wait, you were really known as that? Like, you guys were considered the clean-cut kids?
Yeah, that's what the people
How
would
old
call
were
it.
you again?
We was in our 20s.
Okay, and did you like dressing like that, or did your parents suggest it? Like, what was that about?
It's just an idea we came up, like the Casinos, like the name. You know, the Casinos were actually called, we come up as the Capris,
Okay.
and found out that there was another group that way. And we said, well, music, it's a gamble. So we changed our name to the Casinos.
So that's how it happened?
That's how it happened.
Huh. That's why we like each other a lot, because the gamble thing, blah, blah,
Yeah, it's a gamble. So and that's what happened. So we went on, and we was very popular in the tri-state area in Cincinnati and all across the country. It was New York, New Jersey, and we went to Canada, and we did shows all across the country to in New England, we did Massachusetts, we did Maine, and all the northern states and stuff like that. But my favorite thing that we ever did was our tour to Canada.
That's so cool.
It was so neat. It had been so many years ago, I can't remember back that far. But I
That's
can't
cool.
remember what clubs we were in and stuff like that, but they're probably not even there anymore.
Okay.
But we had a lot of fun, and the music's been very, very good to me. I've loved every minute of it. I got my start through my parents. They put me in some talent shows, and I won a few of them, and I liked it, and I never stopped. So my
Right.
music, and the most thing is I love my audience. I just adore everybody out there listening to my performance. It just gives me a thrill to see people smile, and every one of you have to really give yourself a pat on the back, because without the audience, I'd be absolutely nothing here. Thank you. It's been fun to me. If you get backstage, it's the reminiscing we do. We get to talking about things that happened, good and bad, and some of the crazy stuff we did, and some of the songs that we like, and things of that sort. So it's really fun backstage. So when we hit the stage, we're all pumped up and ready to go. So we just kind of pump each other and have a lot of fun.
So let's play, then you can tell me goodbye. Let's do it, baby.
Kiss me each morning for a million years. Hold me each evening at your side. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Sweeten my coffee with a morning kiss. Soften my dreams with your sigh. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. If you must go, no, I won't grieve. If you wait a lifetime before you leave. But if you must go, I won't tell you no. Just so that we can say we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye.
First of all, I'll never tell you goodbye, baby. Never, 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 okay? Ken Brady, everybody, from the original Casinos, man. Tell them about that song.
Well, I,
You said it was the originals?
it was all the voices on that you just heard of all the original voices of the casinos when we made that track and recorded that in Cincinnati. That's all my guys, man. And on the big B3 organ was Bobby Armstrong, and I was just telling Jerry when this guy played the keyboard, it's like he wasn't even touching it. His fingers just
Down a little.
his fingers would just like float across the keyboard, and you ask him to play a song, he'd think about it for a minute, and then he'd start playing it. It was just that kind of guy. He everything was by ear. He learned everything. He was self-taught, and it turned out to be one of the greatest keyboard players on earth. So I miss him tremendously. I miss them all, and because we had a lot of fun in those days. So.
How are you, self-taught? Like, I know people are, but I'm so not musically inclined. I can't even imagine being taught and being able to do it. So how does that happen?
Well, you just has to be in your blood, I guess.
Yeah.
I tried to learn to play a guitar.
Guitar?
Yeah, and I couldn't.
You could be country, honey.
Well, my fingers were too short to get around the neck of the guitar, so I just I had trouble with that. And I didn't make. Now, when I was in high school, this is a good one. I wanted to play the trumpet, so I started playing trumpet. I'm up in my room, all this stuff, right? Well, my dad come up the steps and he grabbed the trumpet, and he bent it in half and threw it out the window.
I had a feeling you were going somewhere
Well,
with that.
I told him, I said, that wasn't real smart. The trumpet belonged to the school. He had to buy it. But that was the end of my trumpet playing. And I always wanted to be a tap dancer. All my cousins and all the stuff, they all went to ballet schools. And I said, well, I want to be well, I never got that either. But I picked up a microphone, and that worked for me, so I didn't need all that other stuff.
Did you have voice lessons?
Nope. Never.
See, again. All right.
I sang in the church choir and stuff when I was young, and I used to stand in front of the choir and sing Ave Maria in that real high voice way up there when I was just a little fella. And so I enjoyed music. I still do today. And, I can tell you, if you're ever down and out and just don't feel good today, turn on the radio. You're going to hear a song that's going to snap you out of it just like that.
Why don't you tell our boy Ruben back there which song you would like him to play next?
Okay. I had a dear friend of mine in Florida. His name was Eddie Snyder. This guy has written so many tremendous songs, and I can't remember them all, but I do know he wrote 100 Pounds of Clay and Blue Spanish Eyes, and on and on and on. And all the songs that Eddie wrote, he basically wrote them for his wife, because he's playing in a nightclub down in Miami, and his wife was also a singer and dancer. And he seen this beautiful woman sitting on his fountain, and on a break, he went out and sat down and talked to her. And they became lovers, and he married her. And he also wrote a song, It's Mutual. And I don't have the music to that, but and anyway, he wrote that because he wanted to know if she felt the same way about him as he felt about her.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, well, Eddie was really, really a cool dude, and he wrote this particular song for me and a friend of mine down in Florida. It's called Save a Place for Me, and he wrote this one for his wife.
So do you sing it alone?
No, it's me and her together.
Okay.
I do sing it alone, but I've got the copy I have with me here. And her name is Trish Bluen.
Okay.
And she belongs to, it was actually the band up there. It's a mother, father, and daughter group. They call themselves the Good Stuff Band.
Oh, yes, I know them. Okay.
Tony, Trish, and Jen.
Yeah, so this is you and Trish.
Yeah.
Because I got to interview you guys.
Yes, you did.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Bill.
This is a
Ruben.
joke now. Ruben's now Bill.
Goes like this. Hope you enjoy it. Save a Place.
There's a place, a very special place, where we will meet again. No one knows exactly where it is, where it begins or ends.
And they say it's a place without heartaches, a place with no tears and no pain.
They don't measure your worth like they do here on earth, and everyone is treated the same.
Take my hand and darling, promise me, as I now promise you, if I live another 100 years, my love will still be true. If you get to forever before me, wherever forever may be, save a place,
Save a place,
save a place for me.
if I live
Another 100 years, my love will still be true. If you get to forever before me, wherever forever may be, save a place,
save a place,
save a place for me, save a place,
save a place,
save a place for
Absolutely beautiful.
Is that a pretty song?
That's beautiful.
I just love doing that song, and of course Trish puts a feather in it. I mean, she's just a great little gal singer. In fact, let me tell you something. She's the most country Italian girl I ever met.
I love that. I love that.
You ought to hear her sing. She sings country like I don't know what. I just
An Italian country girl, see?
yeah, then she's it, man. I'm gonna tell you, she's something else. And she started singing with her father back when she was about 10 years old, and they've been a duo for years. And then Tony's wife started singing with them, and so their harmonies are excellent and beautiful and everything else.
Where was Trish born and raised?
Rumford, Maine, yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, she's from up in the snow country.
Okay.
They always they finally got smart and they moved down to Florida, where it doesn't snow. You know, Christmas Day, I'm in my shorts and a shirt, cutting the grass, stuff.
Okay.
I can't stand cold weather.
He'll call me up and say, it's really cold here. It went down to 80. I'm like,
All the way
please.
down, yeah, really. Going all the way down to 80. When it gets down to 40, I put on a jacket.
That's a little different. I get it, 40, but
Man, I can't stand it. But anyway, I just that's part of my things that I love about music. That particular song that was written for us, and he didn't say a word, just gave it to us to sing.
Wow, beautiful.
And he lived to be 93, and his wife lived on, and she lived to maybe, I think, 7 or maybe 8 years longer and stuff. They was a beautiful couple. Just and him, that's another one. And I called him Twinkle Fingers because he would say, Ken, I tell you what, I'd go over his house and see him. He says, you help me get over to that piano, and I'll play you a song that I wrote. I said, okay. So I'd help him over there with his walker and everything. Them fingers was nothing old about them.
See that? Once he hits the keys, right?
Soon he hit the keys.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And then he'd sing to you. And he was old, and he was very sickly and stuff. He'd come into a club, the Holiday Inn, where he'd come into every Tuesday night, and had a jacket on and all this stuff, and he had a scarf around his neck. It was all piano keys. He wore it every place he goes. He took his piano with him,
Very
and you
cool.
could say, "Hey, Tony, give me a C." And he'd say, "It's right there."
So that he would never forget. See?
No, he never. You can't.
That's amazing.
I got his picture on my Hall of Fame at home.
Oh, my picture's there.
It certainly is.
Honey, I saw it. It's there.
That's right. My wife said my picture's there too. That's how we keep the mice out of the house. But anyway, we have fun. We're having fun here today. I hope everybody's enjoying this show because I'm enjoying doing it. I always enjoy coming here to see my friend Geri Petito. And we go out to dinner together and we have lunch, and we haven't had breakfast.
Yeah, nah.
Not yet. Anyway, but I'm leaving here tomorrow. I've got to go home back to Florida. I got my friends I'm going to take over to Pennsylvania. I'm going to drop them off. And then me, my wife, and my little doggy, we're heading back.
So let's say hello to your friends.
Yeah. Hey, Joe and Kathy.
Hi,
Daddy-o.
guys. So we have, let me introduce them, please. Would you guys come over and say hello? All right, come on. Listen, come right behind us. Okay, come on. Uh-huh. Get closer, Ken. Get closer with the chair so they have room.
Okay.
I know, I didn't tell them this was going to happen. Come on. Come on, come through. All right, you got it, baby. All right. So, guys, this is Daddy-O. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Edith Bunker.
It is Bunker. Yeah.
So, Edith, say hello to everyone. Talk.
Hi, everyone. We're having a blast here. I hope you're enjoying the show. This is fantastic.
Okay?
Jerry.
You're welcome, sweetie. This is Daddy-O. Daddy-O, say hey. Lean down. Let everybody see
Lean
you.
down, Joe. Let them see
Come
you.
on, Daddy-O.
Get down
There
in
you go,
there.
baby. Come on.
Attaboy. This guy got kissed by Marilyn Monroe last night.
Yes, I was, right on the forehead. The most fun evening I've had in years.
And he slept all night with
Her lips.
lips on his forehead.
All right. So I'm going to share something that was the funniest part of that video for me. He wouldn't let go of her when she was sitting on his lap. She actually had to say, okay,
The skid is over.
it's over.
You gotta
Let go.
Turn me loose. These guys are more fun than a bunch of monkeys. I've had a lot of fun on this tour I've been on, and you never know what to expect, but whatever it is, we accept it.
It was amazing. So is she the greatest Edith around? I mean, you are Edith Bunker, girlfriend. You've made my week.
Archie!
But Jerry, I got to tell you,
Give her the mic for 1 second. Give her the mic. Come on, do your Archie in here. Come on,
get
Edith.
in there.
Archie!
Well, she's Edith Bunker, and she's Shirley Temple, and she's Phyllis Diller in the
Oh,
morning.
my God.
Phyllis Diller in the morning.
Oh, my
First
God.
thing in the morning.
Oh, boy. I asked Joe, I said, does she ever go out and haunt houses? And he said, no, he won't let her out in public when she looks like that.
I actually was her one time on Halloween.
Oh, was you? Oh,
I love it. So let's give it up for these two. Come on, baby.
all
Yes.
right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. Cindy, do you want to come and say hello?
Yes, come over here. I want everybody to meet my wife.
Come
over
on,
here,
Sid.
my lovely wife. Come on over here, baby.
Now, this is a lot, trust me.
Without this one here, I couldn't move around anywhere. I couldn't do nothing.
I'm in trouble later. So, Sid, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
This lady right here is amazing. I love her. She does everything for this guy. And I tease her all the time saying we all need a Cindy because we do. I don't know what the heck you would do without her.
He sure can't write any emails because he doesn't know how to type.
I can't work a computer. I can read my emails and delete them, but then I have to play solitaire.
Okay?
And that's it. That's all I do. And then she does all the stuff. She puts my shows together for me and all my songs in order, what I have to do that night. And then we go out and she does it all. She films it. She's my photographer. She does everything. She does everything for everybody else. And my phone rings off the hook over there. Something's wrong with my computer, and I can't get my phone to do this. And off she goes. And she also, let me tell you, she's one of the original members of the Lakeland Concert Band.
That's right, that's right.
She's a drummer with the concert band, and she's been how many years, Cindy? 62?
45 years.
45 years. Well, 62 at the hospital, right?
No,
Yeah.
43 at the hospital.
I'm getting closer. But anyway, she's a drummer with the concert band, and the Lakeland Concert Band is down in Lakeland, Florida. And they do about 12 shows a year.
Forget it. We do 6 shows a year, starting in November, and we do it through April. And then at the end, we do the honor flight that takes the veterans up to Washington. And then we play for the band like the old-fashioned ones coming from the plane. They get serenaded by us. We play all the songs from, now it's more towards the Vietnam War, but we give free concerts every month. And we just take donations, which we need more of because they've raised our rent up. But we have been there 45 years. We have a 2-hour show, and both Kathy and Joe help volunteer and bring people in and everything. But it's a great concert. With COVID, it's kind of cut down the people because they're afraid to come out. But we enjoy playing it. We practice every week. We have a great director that has a really nice concert lineup, so it's really good. And even Mr. Brady is on the board.
That's right.
He is publicity, and I'm the vice president. But I've been doing it since the very first concert. The director then, I saw it in the paper, and he said, show up Sunday. So all those guys, I was the youngest one in the band, put me on cymbals for the whole entire concert. I can play the best cymbals for the Star and Stripes forever. Nobody plays better than me.
Yay!
Thank you. And if you're around Lakeland, come. And I'd also put it up. We have a Facebook site that's Lakeland Concert Band, and I do put up our music. And Mr. Brady here, he'll come and do a pre-show, and some of the other ones. So it's I try to put everything up there on the Facebook page, and we also have a website, which is the LakelandConcertBand.org. So if you want to listen to good concert music,
Beautiful.
get on our site. Thank you.
Thank you, Sin. I interviewed them, and I got to tell you something. I was super impressed. Amazing. Amazing. So let's play another song. Tell our
Okay.
producer which
I'm
one we're
gonna-
going to play.
I'm going to go down the list here that we did. Then you can tell me goodbye. The next 2 songs, both of them was written by Mickey Denton. He was our bass player and singer with the group. He wrote both these songs. This first one is called "I Still Love You," and goes like this.
So we already did this one.
Since you left me and we said goodbye, don't you know, my dear, I hung my head and cried because I still love you, and you know that feelings I can't hide because I still love you. And you know that it's true. I still love you. You know I do. I still love you. Yes, I do. You know I do.
So cool. I never heard you sing that one.
No, I don't know why I never brought that up to you. I just don't know. That song, it never made a hit. Those was in difficult times for our type of music. It climbed the charts, but it didn't quite make it to number 10. So it has to get to number 10 to be a hit.
It has to get to number 10 to be a hit?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think I really knew that. Even like forever?
Forever. And until it hits number 10, you just don't have a hit record. But it went that way. I think it got to number 8, something like that. And but it failed. It was a great song. I mean, people liked it. They danced to it and everything. But now you got to figure in the 60s, music was changing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a different style, and the casinos had a clean kind of a style of music that just didn't catch on as well as some of the other stuff. So the music that really took over was great stuff. I mean, it was dance music and good, stuff to listen to. But it just overcome the type music the casinos did.
All right, so I want to ask you something about that again with the going to number 10. So that became a hit.
No, we didn't. No,
You said it went to 8.
8. It has to go to number 10.
But I'm confused. Are you confused?
It's 2 steps.
He probably flunked math.
All right, so look at me.
8.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah, well.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless I'm wrong. I'm being serious here.
He's wrong.
Okay, all right.
I'm wrong.
So it probably was 11 maybe.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, no, you.
No, actually, it was probably 12. It missed it by 2.
Okay, you got me. Okay, it was
I was
probably
going-
12,
I
not
was
8. You
going
were going the other way.
backwards.
No, I thought maybe I didn't know, and in the music industry it was a little different. I wasn't.
He probably skipped math.
Okay, he skipped math class. I'm not great at math either, but I'm an incredible poker deal. It's weird, but it works.
I'm good at math.
Yes. So, all right, so it didn't become a hit.
No,
So it
no,
missed
it did
by
not.
2. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
neither did this one. This one actually here did a little worse.
So that's called Do You Recall?
Yeah.
And
do you-
and tell us about this song.
It was also written by Mickey Denton, and he wanted so bad to have a hit record, and he tried really so hard, but instead the industry just wouldn't let it happen. And this is another great song. I'm sure everybody will like it, but it just didn't make it. But I was proud to be able to do these songs. Yeah.
I want to know what you mean by that. The industry just wouldn't let it happen. I'm confused.
The type of music. The music changed. So
Okay.
These songs didn't, the kids, let me put it that way, of the day when it changed into your 60s music. Like even Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye was a miracle.
Okay.
It was a miracle song because of the type music it was. And then you come out these guys with all their teeth brushed and all that kind of stuff, every hair in place, and tuxedos on. We was a group. I guess we missed our time. If we'd have came out in the early '60s or back in the '50s, every one of these songs would have been hits.
Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah.
That I can understand. But when you say the industry held back a song, right? So in my mind, if a song comes out, isn't it the listeners who determine whether or not it's going to be a hit?
No, it's radio stations that push the songs.
Got it.
You guys.
I got it. Now I understand. We stink.
It's all your fault. Joe.
Okay.
It's your fault.
The heck?
That's it. You know, they they rate the songs on how many times they're played, and people, they request songs, and the population of the songs, how popular it gets. And these didn't make it.
So back in the day, didn't people call in and request songs?
Yes, they did. I mean,
So if they requested, say, this song, right, over and over again, would that make it a hit?
yes, over and over, because it's recorded as how many times it's played and stuff. That's how the royalties work.
So they probably didn't play it enough for people to really catch on to it.
Didn't push it enough.
Gotcha.
Now, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye, that song was so special. It was one of the most listened to songs in '67 in Vietnam.
Wow, of course.
It was, it was
Wow.
just devastating how that song just caught on. And these other songs are just as good as that. They just wasn't pushed properly.
Wow.
And the music world is not the easiest world to live in. And, we have a lot of fun, but we have a lot of stress, a lot of bad things happen, with the money and things of that sort. So it wasn't so easy coming up with these songs. And of course, a lot of groups now had these dynamite producers and that put money into them so much. The disc jockeys were paid to play and things of that sort. So you had things that went on in music. So if you didn't have that behind you, because I know a lot of songs that I don't think should make a hit. I guess I could mention one of them.
Heck yeah.
One-eyed, one-horned, purple people eater or something.
One-eyed, one-horned, purple people eater.
People eater.
Yes.
So, why would that be a hit over a song like I Still Love You?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
All right? Because we loved it growing up.
Yeah.
It was a fun song for kids. And so what you're saying to me now, I never really thought about that either, that producers pay off the DJs to play the music. That's crazy to me because I guess this goes way back. Everything's
way
crazy.
back.
All right? So, but that song, I think, was great for kids. They played it in kids' schools. They played it at parties for them, right, and all that. And I think that was a great song for kids. So that's why that became a hit.
Yeah. Well, I guess I never did like it.
I'm just saying.
I never liked that song, but there's a lot of songs I don't like. There's a lot of songs I just absolutely love, and that's mostly all the songs I love. But it's a shame that it happened. But I still have that memory in my head. I got to sing the song. I got to enjoy it. I had my audience enjoyed it at the time, and it's just it's there. And that's amazing, and I love it.
Really?
Those songs still exist. I have them at home.
So this one here, Do You Recall?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to play that,
Yeah, Mickey Denton wrote this for his wife.
okay?
Yeah, it's kind of a cool song. I think you'll like it. It's
When was it written? About?
19.
About.
I think 1960.
Okay, so early 60s.
That's very early.
Yeah, so it was in the early 60s, way early. All right.
That's I think 60, 61, baby.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is, so I was born in 61, and you just mentioned 61. I also didn't know this, but so many songs were hits in 60, 61, 62, and I'm like, that's crazy. And these songs I grew up listening to. When does that happen, right? Think about it. So songs that, do you listen to songs that were hits when you were born?
Yeah, in fact, I sing a lot of songs that my
Tell us
parents
one.
came up with. Because of you, there's a song in my heart. Because of you, our romance had its start. Because of you, the sun will shine, the moon and stars will say you're mine forever and never to part. Now, those are songs that I come up with my parents.
Come on, this guy's going to be 80 years old. All right, give it up for Ken Brady, everybody. Come on.
I hope our audience enjoyed that.
It's amazing. All right, so let's have our producer play Do You Recall?
What's our producer's name?
He goes
Ruben.
by Bill these days.
Bill. Bill the Reuben.
Do you recall,
Do
Ruben?
you recall? You don't recall? Oh, I'm glad he's yours.
My producer, he's going to be yours one day. I'm going to ship him to Florida.
Yeah, ship him to Florida. Goes like this, Ruben.
Do you recall the night when I held you tight? I still recall, my dear. Yes, recall the night. Do you remember when we strolled through the park? I held your hand in mine, and we kissed in the dark. Do you remember the night when we went strolling through the park? I held your hand in mine, and we kissed in the dark. When I held you tight, I held your hand in mine, and we kissed in the dark.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, pretty songs.
Very beautiful.
Don't you think they should be hits?
Yes.
Well, start playing them on your station every day and see what
You
happens.
hear that, Hamilton Radio? Listen, we'll send them to Gino, and he will play them.
That's good.
All right?
Yep, see if we can bring them up to the charts.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yep. Doc G,
Gino's the man. He plays
let's
all.
do it.
So, yep, that was a fun song, and it never made it. It didn't do any good. And again, it was put out at the wrong time. Really, it's just basically what happened. The casinos was around since 1958. So they come up over the years and things. It was too slow moving. They should have had more hits out there than just the one hit wonder. But with what little they did in hits, just a one hit wonder, they was the most popular group in the northern states that you could ever hear. If you go to Cincinnati right now and they say the casinos are doing a concert, the place would be full.
It's amazing.
People still remember the casinos, their names and everything up in Ohio anyway. And through the country. Now, when I do the song, no matter where I'm at, whatever state I'm in, I say, this is the song, and I tell them, it was their hit record, and then da-da-da-da. As soon as I start singing it,
That's it.
They remember the song. But if you just sit in an audience someplace and tell them, remember the song, the casinos and then you can tell me goodbye. It's been so many years past that they don't remember it till they hear it. The minute they hear it, the bell goes off. So, and that's the same thing with these songs. And I thought I'd bring these songs. it's been so many years since anybody has really heard these songs.
I want to
So-
tell two little Ken Brady stories.
Okay.
Okay? So when he called me that day and started singing, and I said, "Are you messing with me?" And Cindy says in the background, "No, it's him." Right? I was like, "Oh my gosh." So when we got done talking and we set up an interview date back then, I called my daughter. So my daughter at the time was in her late 30s. And
Oh, yeah.
I said, "Tiffany, oh my gosh, okay, you won't believe this. Do you remember the song?" I said, "I just got off the phone with someone. Do you remember the song, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye?" She goes, "Mother, the whole world knows that song." Okay, that's what she said. I was like, "Oh my God," So then I had this guy, we did a concert here in Hamilton, New Jersey a few years back, and he got up there to sing. And my uncle, who's still with us, thank God, okay, he's in his 80s, he was in the front row. And he like gave me the finger, like, "Come here." And he says, "This guy's lip syncing."
Yeah.
And I cracked up and I was like, "Really? Come here." So I bring my uncle over, he gets off and I bring him over and I said, "Ken, my uncle just gave you the greatest compliment in the world. He thinks you're lip syncing. Sing it, Ken." And he's singing to my uncle.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you some Geri Petito
Oh, here we go.
stories. We went out to lunch. We was on our way out, and she slammed on the brakes, slid over to this bus stop. She over the window and said, "Hey, this is Ken Brady at the casinos. Sing it to him, Ken." So she had me singing to some guy waiting for a bus. So we took off, and she said, "Well, I got to get gas." And then got me out of the car. In New Jersey, you don't get out of the car when you're pumping gas. But she had me singing to this gas jockey.
Yeah.
Then you can tell me goodbye.
Yeah.
I looked at him and said, "Kiss me each morning for a million years." And it just didn't feel right. But anyway, that's some of Geri. She has me singing to everybody.
Yeah.
Had me singing in a pizza parlor.
Yep.
I didn't know who these people were.
Yeah.
But we had fun with it, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And God rest her soul. Oh my gosh, Roseanne, a beautiful friend of mine. You sat and sang with her, and she had tears in her eyes, and a year later she passed away.
Yes, I
And
remember
we
her.
still have that video, and her son still has that video. So you've made so many people smile.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. It makes me feel really good when I see happy faces, and it just it's what it's all about. To have fun and enjoy music that actually makes this world turn. Without it, and whoever the guy was, couldn't even figure this one out. Said, "Rock and roll, this music will never last." What was he ever off?
Yep.
You know how many years has it been
Yep.
going? Since Bill Haley.
Okay.
And and it's still going. And what really touches me is I see some of these young kids doing doo-wop. I mean, to hear them singing their harmonies and stuff. If you get on Facebook, and anytime you see a group singing,
Yep.
click on it, listen to them. The harmonies are great. When I come up, there was always somebody standing on a corner, street corner, or in a park, and singing, girls and boys. And we all had fun. Our biggest thing was in a bowling alley bathroom. We'd get in there and sing all night long because the acoustics in that big bathroom was just amazing.
There was an echo.
Oh, yeah, looking for an echo.
Kenny Vance,
Yeah,
baby.
that's right.
There was an echo.
And that's what we had there. I mean, we'd go in there at night, and we'd be singing, and we'd quit, and it was daylight. So we've been up all night singing one song after another, and we just went on and on and on. And we create different songs to harmonize to. We'd make up things and just have a ball. So anytime you see one of these doo-wop groups saying on Facebook, click on them because you'll be amazed. The harmonies are just fantastic.
It's amazing. I don't know how they do it.
Well, it takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. It
It's
just
just
doesn't
amazing.
happen. You have to have an ear for it. You have to know your part. And it's a glorified barbershop quartet. Is what it
It's
is.
amazing.
And that's another thing. My mother was one of the Sweet Anna Lines, the old ladies barbershop quartet. Yeah.
So cool.
So anyway, that's what it's all about. Just listen to music every chance you get. It'll make you feel good.
So now tell us about this song, this beautiful song right here.
Well, this beautiful song here is a spot in my heart. My daughter used to come to all my shows, and she would holler out, "Don't forget my song, Dad." And her name was Mary Kathleen. For those you don't know, she was Irish as they come. And she was my beautiful daughter, and she reached an untimely death through murder. And so I do this song in every show I do. If somebody does it before me, I do it again.
Yes.
Because she's my angel, and she always will be. Her favorite song was Daddy's Home, Reuben.
Hit it, Reuben.
Daddy's Home, Reuben. Bill, Bob.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
You're my love, you're my angel, you're the girl of my dreams. I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. How I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend once told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. It wasn't all a Sunday, Monday and Tuesday went by. Wasn't on a Tuesday afternoon. All I could do was cry. But I made a promise that you'd treasure. That I'd make it back home to you. How I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Best friend Rose told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. Daddy's home to stay. I'm not 1,000 miles away.
Amazing, amazing.
All
Tell them
right.
what you want to tell them about this particular version.
Well, I sing it the way I sing. I try not to do a song exactly the way the artist done it, because he's already done it that way. So I just kind of add my own style to it. And my daughter fell in love with it, and boy, I'm gonna tell you what, I was in trouble if I didn't sing that song. And so I do it, and I still do it today for her. She's I lost her in 1999, and so every show I do, I sing it for just Mary Kathleen was her name, and she was a lovely girl. But anyway, that's what I do.
So what I would like to do now is read a poem out of my book. Because I always like to do something encouraging. I want everybody out there to know that everybody has a special gift and talent. Okay, you do. Trust me on this. A lot of people will message me. Like when I do shows with you incredible singers, right? They'll message me and say, Jerry, I wish I could sing like that. I even sometimes will say, I wish I could sing because I can't. And I don't want to hear everybody can sing, blah, blah, blah. No, they can't. Trust me. All right, so anyway, we all have gifts and talents. And you've got to figure out what yours is. Because if you don't, it's just going to eat at you and eat at you, right? You have to, everybody has something inside of them that has to come out. So I wrote this poem thinking about all that with every time someone messages me, and they'll even say, I love your poetry. Well, you have something special to offer as well. Figure it out, guys, okay? So here it is. Utilizing gifts and talents. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. So don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your name, Ken Brady, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life enlightened, for what you sure can give to yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. Make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And that's what you're doing, kiddo.
Well, thank you, Jerry. That
That's
was a
what you're
beautiful
doing.
poem.
Thank you. Your
course-
name will live forever.
Well, I hope so. I hope I live forever. I promised everybody another 80 years.
All right,
So
another 80 years.
I gotta keep my word, right? But, yeah. So, yeah, that's a beautiful poem.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You wrote one for me, too, and it's on my Hall of Fame, man.
That's right, it is.
Yeah. Oh, look at it. Did you ever see one of those in real life?
Ruben, listen, everyone said hello. Let everybody see you. Come behind
over.
here. We want
All
you to
right.
say hello to everybody. No, they haven't.
Come over
These
here.
people have not.
Put your
Go ahead,
face
do
in the
your
camera.
thing, do your nonsense,
Oh, look.
okay? You know you want
Was that
to.
your
Come
best
on.
side? Was that your best side?
Hey, talk next to Ken.
Yeah, here he is, folks. Look at it. Give him a round of applause.
Yay, this is Ruben.
Look at it. Wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to do this stuff.
So,
Is that your elbow squeaking like that?
yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's a good one.
So, Ken, how long are you going to be in New Jersey today?
Talk a little louder. They
You can hear me?
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here till tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. I'm heading out.
Not 6:01 or 6:05?
Here we go.
No, my wife said we're leaving at 6. We'll probably leave around 8. I always tell people when she dies, they're gonna have to dig her coffin up to put her in it. She's gonna be late getting there.
See, Cindy? I get Cindy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
So what do you do around here anyway, or how?
What I do? I don't do much around here. You know?
Well, I've seen that. Every
Yeah,
time
yeah,
I walk in
yeah.
here, you're eating.
That's right. I'm eating.
Call him anything but late for dinner.
That's right.
I
I'm
want
early
to
for
tell
that.
everybody about this
I mean,
goofball
early.
here. So,
Early.
Doc G's the original owner of Hamilton Radio. He started over 20 years ago in his basement, and here we are today, right? But this is Ruben.
We're still in the basement.
We're still in the basement.
He's going to make me call him names in front of everybody, but this is Ruben. So, he could be my son, okay? And I'm saying that to say this. I don't communicate well with younger people, so I slap him a lot. But he's incredible at what he does. Hold that thought. Not only is he an incredible producer, He's an incredible tech guy, and he also put my book, guys, to audio. So if anyone out there is interested in audio books, he's the guy. If anyone out there is interested in having anything recorded, doing commercials for you, whatever it is, he is the guy. He's now recording for 2 years in a row. Is this the second year? Let East. Let East. And Friday night, guys. Michael Zanman is opening up for Michael D. Moore, and guess what? He's recording the show, but I'm the MC that night. Heck yeah, baby. This guy is off the charts. Now, say your nonsense.
Say my nonsense?
Go ahead.
I have a lot of nonsense. Where should I begin the nonsense? You want to join my nonsense with me? Certainly. Well, she knows the guy. I'm the guy.
That's right.
He's the guy.
That's right.
Anybody else want a guy?
Tell them seriously what you do as far as the business.
Okay. Well, I'm not really the radio person.
Right.
I'm more television and cinema. You know, I take what I know in cinema and television and I incorporate it to the radio. That's how come we built the studio around that. Gino is the one who started Hamilton Radio, and he always wanted to be out of the basement and into a studio. But that's all he ever talked about.
Right.
You know. So basically, working with engineers for 20 years and doing very well, like taking photography, knowing all different colors and stuff like that, except for purple.
Excuse me. Pink and purple are the best, and turquoise. Continue.
Yep. No, exactly right, Cindy.
I'm an artist, went to art school. These people don't know color. Continue.
I went to design school.
Oh,
so you
excuse
don't know
me,
no
honey.
color.
Excuse
Okay.
me.
Mm-hmm. But watch
I
it go.
got time.
That's right.
Continue.
Okay.
I went
So-
to reform school.
He went to reform school. I love
You
it.
went to reform school? So she went to art school, he went to reform school, and I went to design school. We could,
Got it covered.
we covered, yeah. We could design a colorful reform school.
Oh, my God.
Go full record.
Full recording, yeah. Oh, I gotta tell you, I always loved cinema, so, you know, that was my passion, and it still is. And, you know, radio is pretty good and decent, but what I love about, you know, radio, you got the music and everything, which is great, but what I like about cinema is that you can bring art to life, you know, whereas like a radio, you can put like your music out there, you know, like, you know, you could tell me hello, I think I still love you, I can't recall, I never believed.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell them how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, hold me? Okay, looks like this.
Hold on,
You
baby.
can get a hold
I
of
don't
me.
believe that's what they're talking about.
They call Hamilton Radio?
Yeah, well, you can get a hold of me at Iron Horse Films, which is IRON, like the metal, horse, like the animal, and films, plural, like film. So it's IRONHORSEFILMS.net. You can, that's my website, and all my work is there, ironhorsefilms.net or ironhorsefilms@verizon.net. You can reach me on email. I don't answer texts or phone calls.
We know. Okay, I was gonna say that. You took it all. You
That's
took it
right.
away from me.
That's right. I took it away from you. Mm-hmm.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We have a caller.
Oh, we have a
We have
caller?
someone that would love to say hello to this guy right here.
Oh, you want to say hello?
Hi, girlfriend. Say hi.
Hi, how is everyone?
Everyone is good.
Ken, you are amazing.
Who is this?
There we go. Tell him.
Amazing. I look at you, the energy, the attitude, the funniness, the singing. You're a great package all rolled into one.
Well, you're a great person. Who are you?
He wants to know who you are, girl. Tell him.
My name is Ina.
Tell him your last name and who you're married to, blah, blah, blah.
My name is Ina Vasquez. I'm married to a gentleman named Carlos Vasquez.
Who sings incredibly.
Really?
Yes. And they're watching the show and she's messaging me, OMG, can I call? I said yes.
Great. Well, I'm glad you're watching the show.
I watched all your shows. Whatever Jerry was involved with, I watched.
and
See?
I got to thank you so much for the compliments.
She's
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
Really amazing, and you just seem like one nice gentleman.
I try to be. I try to. I like the human race mostly. So that's why I like people, and I like the crowds, and I try to make them happy and have a good time, forget their sorrows, and put happiness inside of them. So that's what I do for a living, and I'll do it until the day I can't do it anymore.
Well, that's very nice to hear because in this day and age, some people just don't care about being nice.
You're right, sweetie.
Well, you got that right. We're in a different world than we are used to,
Yes.
So I have a request then. While she's on the phone, I mean, I think she deserves it. Give her a couple bars from Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Wait, Ruben,
I wouldn't
don't leave
want
it.
anything else.
Come on.
Kiss me each morning for a million years. Hold me each evening at your side. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye.
For you, girlfriend.
Thank you.
Oh, my
Brought a big
gosh.
smile to my face.
That's good. Keep it there.
Ina and Carlos, I love you guys. They're
Love you
amazing.
guys too. Keep in touch. Let us know what's going on.
All right, sweetheart.
Ben, hope to see you in person soon, and I'll give you a big smooch.
There
You
it
got
is.
that.
Yes,
Okay.
he wants it.
I'm looking forward to that.
No, the wife's fine with it. She loves it. Thank you, sweetheart.
All right. take
Bye,
care.
honey.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ken.
Bye.
All right, Ruben, before we tell you to get out of here,
Yeah.
just here we go.
Then I'll tell you goodbye.
Keep your job.
I am.
So, Ruben, tell everyone, honestly, all kidding aside here, tell everyone, that you told them how to reach you, blah, 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 but tell everyone, not just your passion, okay, for what you're doing, because this young man is really incredible at what he does. But tell everyone that, maybe, are you going to get packages together for, audiobooks, for filming, for all
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Do you have any of that?
Oh yeah, I have packages.
Okay.
You can reach me on the email, of course,
Okay.
ironhorsefilms@verizon.net.
Yep.
And I create different packages. I try to work within people's budgets.
Okay.
To be fair, you
Yep.
know, I do have starting points depending on between music videos, audiobooks, filming documentaries,
Okay.
In studio productions.
Yep.
You want some stuff done with After Effects or behind a green screen. Basically, if you have the budget, I can do it.
That's right. There you
You
go.
know,
That's
I
what
wrap it
I
all
wanted you
that
to
like
say.
that. You know, if you have the budget, I can do it. I'll be honest with you, filming is not cheap. Just like a mechanic, when he fixes your car, those tools are expensive, and just like my camera is expensive.
Come on, get in.
Hey, I was gonna say, my daddy's not home.
So,
So, I could do everything, but I don't do graphic designs or anything like that.
Okay.
Nor animations, but I do use other third-party animations
Okay.
to make the designs.
okay.
And but if you have somebody that's a graphic artist, just to sum it up, when you see the movie credits go up, you see all those thousands of names that pop up
Oh,
and
wow.
everything like that. Even with the editors, there's so many people that do separate stuff, sound, audio,
Oh.
graphics, and everything. And as an editor, we could take all that together. So sometimes an editor can't do motion graphics. They'll get somebody else to do that and give it to you
Oh,
and stuff
okay.
like that. So, but anything else, we could film. I could work with a third party. I just did the commercial for Letty's.
Yep.
And it already got close to almost about 280 views, and they just posted it the other day. So
cool.
yeah, so it might be a sellout.
All
and,
right.
and all. And if anybody wants any drugs or anything, you can meet me at the far corner of the hotel room.
Ruben,
and
no. He's being stupid. He's an idiot.
No, I love. I just love filming because like Ken said, he likes making people happy and everything like that. So like with music, with the art of film, you can make people sad, you can make people angry, you can make people happy. You can actually control the emotions of how people feel, just like with music, you could do with cinema.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, say goodbye to everybody.
Not me.
No. Why don't you say, tell me goodbye.
Oh, you want me to sing again? Kiss me each morning.
Not that part.
Then you
Okay.
can tell me goodbye.
Then you can tell me goodbye. You're the man. You're the man.
So, guys, we're coming to the close of the show. Before we play the last song, I'm going to have Ken talk about it. But before we do that,
I'm going to talk about the group.
yeah, you will. Hold that thought. Before we do that, I want you, and you're going to talk about Daddy's Home. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay, before you do that, I want you to tell everyone again, give them your info. Cindy, like website, all that, before we forget. I don't want to forget to do that again. So, Facebook,
Oh, Facebook, Ken Brady.
okay?
Ken Brady of the Original Casinos Fan Club. You can pick up that and you can see just about everything I'm doing
Okay.
and where I'm going, where I've been, where I'm going to be, and things of that sort. So if you're interested in Ken Brady and the music that he performs, come out and see me. Come up and talk to me. Shake my hand. Let me know who you are. Yeah, up to Friendlies. Well, that's where we're going there this evening. I'm going to have a fribble. If you haven't had a fribble, you don't know what you're missing. But anyway, I do music all over the place. So if you pick up my fan club and stuff like that, you can follow me around and things of that sort. And friend me. You know, I love friends, and I'll answer your friend questions and whatever. So just give me a holler, and we'll become friends and chat, as they say.
Now tell everyone a little bit more about Daddy's Home.
Oh, the background on Daddy's Home was not the casinos. I came up here to New Jersey. It was over in Toms River. And my keyboard player at the time, his name was Ray Capri. Now, this guy had a voice on him like an angel, but he stuttered so fast when he called me in the morning, it could take him 15 minutes to say good morning to me. But what a great guy he was. Well, he introduced me to his group. The name of the group was called the Dardanelles. And they're from here in New Jersey. And they all had jobs at the time and stuff. Like one guy had his own print shop over there in Toms River. And they sang. That was the voices you heard behind Daddy's Home. They were great guys. They had fun. But they all went different directions and stuff. I don't even know if they're still around anymore. Because I'm very fortunate that I am. So I hope they're all still alive and doing well. But that was the group. They had a great tenor, and I guess you heard him in the background of that. He had a really, really high voice. But I wanted to explain that. But what I want to say, Jerry, is that we're going to close this show out.
So before I let you talk, I want you to have the mic last, then we'll talk about the song, and then we'll play it. But I want to thank everyone out there watching and listening, and I love you. Okay, so please share this show. Okay, I am more than honored once again to have this guy sitting here with me. Ken Brady from the Original Casinos, everyone, okay?
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
This is amazing, and he honors me every time he comes here, him and his beautiful wife Cindy, and now they brought their awesome friends with them that I now love. When I grow up, I want to be this guy, okay? Listen, I don't know how he does it. He's going to be 80 years old. That's all I'm going to say, all right? I don't know how you do it,
How
man.
you going to look with gray hair?
Listen, my grandson tells me I'm not allowed to go gray, and he's the only man on this earth that I'll listen to, okay? Everybody, please share this show, all right? I mean, come on, this is incredibly cool. Look who we got here. So before you talk about this song and before we close it out, I want to give you the opportunity to look at everybody listening and give them some encouragement. Tell them what it is you'd like to say before we play the song.
I would like to say to everybody, I love you, each and every one of you. I enjoy people. Make yourself happy. Ignore this wicked world we live in today. It's not the world that we're used to, but put it aside. Do the nice things. Be kind. Be nice to one another. Love one another. You only get one chance to do that. You know, life is so short. You know, so turn to somebody and tell them you love them today, because you're not promised tomorrow in any way. So be happy. Listen to music, especially mine. Yeah, but anyway, I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not. But it's listen to music. It'll make you happy, make you feel good. Dance. You know, dance and move around and do happy things. Don't worry about the things that's going on in our world. It'll just make you feel really, really bad. So think of Ken. Think of his music, think of other people's music, think of Geri Petito's show and all the people that's involved with this wonderful radio station she has, and listen to it. She comes in with some of the greatest people you've ever listened to, and not just singing, talkers that talk about things that you don't know, have any idea what you didn't know about. So listen to her. She'll make you happy, give you an education, and she'll help you in any way. If you have problems, you get in touch with her. She will definitely help you. She's done a great job on herself from where Geri came from to where she is today. Miracles do happen, and she was a smart lady. She seen the light, and she grew with it. So you guys do the same thing if you have any of the problems with, if it's drugs or alcohol or whatever it is, get a hold of this lady. She's well worth talking to. So God bless all of us, and that's all I got to say, Jerry.
So, everybody, we're going to close with a song he always closes his shows with, but tell them, I want you to talk about the song now, because once we play it, then the show's over.
Well,
Okay?
this particular song has a very, very special spot in my heart. I just love this song and everything it stands for. It's not a patriotic song in any way. You know, so many people, which is nothing wrong with close with a patriotic song, but I dedicate this song to our wonderful men and women in the armed forces for the great job and sacrifice they give for us, so we can do the things that like we're doing here today. And our first responders, without them, they put their lives on the line. The police officers, the fire departments, all these people that make sure that we're safe and sound in our homes. The bell goes off, they come running. No matter what's in front of them, they go through it to save us. So I dedicate this particular song to them. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do performing it. And I say, God bless every one of you and stay safe. Goes like this.
Somewhere above, there is a headline. Somewhere above, there is a star.
I know that at one time or another, we've all lost someone very near and very dear. But there's no cause for fear, because there's someone above watching over them and watching over us.